How something. Bro, I'm getting so much downloads right now. I just got another download. Okay, how something. How we created something out of nothing. Okay, so how we created something out of nothing. Bro, I'm getting so much downloads. Okay, so vast space, nothingness. Your individual space within that vast nothingness accumulated itself. What is it to accumulate? It gathered itself. What does it look like when someone gathers themselves? When someone's like, "Whew, let me pull myself together." What are you doing? You're formulating yourself into a form. You're gathering yourself into a structure, into a form. If someone's all over the place, they're all sloppy, they're all drunk, and then they're like, "Oh my gosh, I need to stop. I need to pull myself together." You straighten up. You structure yourself to act in a certain character, which is a form. So your individual space accumulated itself, it gathered itself into a form. That form being an awareness. Now you are the space within the awareness going on an astral travel. What is astral traveling? Moving through spaces. So as you move about, you're moving through different spaces, you're accumulating, you're accumulating, you're accumulating as you move through different spaces. What are you accumulating? Information in its lightest form, which is nothing. So as you accumulate, your awareness becomes so heavy that it condensifies, if that's even a word. It becomes dense and it becomes a vibration, a frequency vibration. So now it is a frequency vibration. And with the awareness and the vibration all to like that together, if you stay within it long enough, it'll become your character. Your character plays out as like a light in the sixth dimension, a sun, a light. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine a way for others to see you, to perceive you. It's just like if you have a mindset and you stay in that mindset long enough, the mindset will become your vibe. It'll become your aura. You stay within that aura long enough, and mind, which is producing the aura or condensed and became your vibe. Stay in it long enough, it'll become your character. People will start to see you as that. When they think of you, they think of you as that. Like if you have the vibe of a serial killer, you might end up getting the nickname "Oh serial killer." Oh, um, what's that one serial killer's name? Fuck that. I don't want to ruin my train of thought right now. Um, then I can't help but to think about it. Jeffrey Dahmer. Yeah, you might get called Jeffrey Dahmer or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll start to become your character, the way that people see you. Okay. Now you're living in, as a soul. You're not physical yet, right? Well, you are physical, but you're not like in the one or two and third dimension yet. Okay. Now you're living in that world. That's going to play out here, right? To in order to like for you to in order for that vibe, right, in that world, which would just kind of play it out just like a fluid, a ghastly fluid, in order for it to condense and materialize and become like how you are today and become something tangible and physical, it would need to reach the egg. Okay, so I got to this part of the video and I don't like how I explained that. I don't think it was quite clear enough. So, real quickly, basically, you become aware, you accumulate information, you accumulate space, you become heavy and you implode on yourself and you condense into a vibration. And then now to, go from a vibration, because eventually the longer you stay in that vibration, eventually it's going to get heavy and condense into fleshly fluid, your actual organs and stuff. So in order for that to happen, you'll need to reach the egg. So when that happened, right, everything that I just explained in the video, where did that take place? It took place within a space, within a world. So everyone is a world within themselves. So when you are now a vibration, right? The world that you're in, which is a body, right? My body is a world, my world is a body. The world that you're in, that your formation have took place. The way that being is experiencing you as a vibration, they're experiencing you as a feeling. Okay? So now to be born out into the one and two and third dimension, right? Into that, the being that you're in, into their world, right? The one and two and third dimension, you would need to reach the egg. So when that person ejaculates, say it's a man, when he ejaculates, all of the thoughts that he was paying the most attention to, they bent in on themselves, condensed and became his aura, aka they became a vibration. And so now when he ejaculates, because they're more ahead in their evolution, the next step of their evolution would be to reach the egg. They would be the ones, the spirits, to take the vessel of the sperm to now go inside of the mother and race to the egg. It's just like in real life today, like it's like reaching the egg in this world would be like becoming a celebrity or becoming rich. That's reaching the egg here. But first, you had to be your own vibe. All the people that reach the egg here, like all of the celebrities here, all the rich people here, they're their own vibe. They have their own aura. They have a uniqueness about them. They stand out in a certain way. There's a quality about them that makes them stars. So that's what it is to be a vibe. If an artist is gonna be famous, their music gotta be a vibe. The personality gotta be a vibe. You feel what I'm saying? So another word for a thought is man. So just being a man, that's just being like a regular everyday person. And then you out of vibe, oh, okay, now you're not just a regular everyday person. Somebody comes around your aura, they come around your atmosphere, and it's something different about it. they like being around you, they can't help but to pay attention to you. Like, you get what I'm saying? So that has to happen first before you could attract enough attention and, actually start participating in the race to the top with all of the other spirits and bodies that have done the same, that have created an aura around them, like their own individual aura, their own individual feelings about things. They don't feel the same way about things that the average person feels or that the average person does. They actually have their own mind, because it's the mind that condenses to become an aura. So if someone got a different vibe about them, they got a different mind too, a different way of thinking too. You see that? So it's the same thing, just on a lower level of life. And we see in this reality that it's a race to the top. You see what I'm saying? It's a battle. You have to beat off your competition in order to get there, because it's not just you reaching for the same thing. You're an artist and you trying to get the Grammy. You're not the only artist trying to get for the Grammy. So it's like a race to the Grammy, a race to the top, a race to the first million. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just like that, but on a lesser level of life. So now you're just a feeling, just an aura. He ejaculates. Now you're a spirit within one of his sperm, swimming, racing to, trying to reach the egg, or whatever the fuck is, right? Now, let's say you reach the egg. You reach the egg. Now that egg is going to resonate with your space, because you came from a being, a world that chose that egg, essentially, right? He chose that woman, and she's the one holding that egg, and obviously he chose her because he resonates with her in some way, shape, or form. He can relate to her in some way, shape, or form. Okay, they like attracts like. Okay, so they were on the same wave, and they attracted each other, right? So um they resonated on some level to even be fucking in the first place. Okay, so now the because the spirit obviously came from that world, is a piece of him, is going to, when it reaches the egg, is obviously that egg is going to resonate with that piece, right? With your spirit, with your space, it's going to resonate with it. So now you could kind of join with the egg's DNA, um, and create your fleshly fluid. You can start to formulate it in your mother's womb. It's you that's creating your mom, your body inside of your mother. Okay, that is pretty much how we create something from nothing. Okay, in the ninth, seventh, and eighth dimension, that is when you're just accumulating yourself, experiencing what you've accumulated, accumulating more, experiencing what you've accumulated. So you're accumulating yourself and experiencing yourself, accumulating yourself and experiencing yourself, until you develop a mind around it. You formulate a thought based on what you've accumulated and what you've experienced and learned from that experience. A thought is formulated now around yourself. Okay? And that thought is just awareness. Okay? So that is how we created something from nothing. Okay.